Everyone, thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Cannon from long range. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. Satoransky looking around. Up and in on the layup.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Manu. Lays it up off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Inside. Herman Gomez grabs the miss.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
For the three. That one, no good. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. Head to the line for 3 free throws.
Second team foul.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
He hits the second from the line.
3 shots.
And he nails the third.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Satoransky the pass to Hernan Gomez. Launches a three, cans it from downtown.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Here's Cannon. There's a screen. Jacks up a three. Rebound by Parker.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
That one drops for him.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Hits it from three-point range. He's got 9.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Cannon can't hit.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Parker. From the arc. Buries it from three-point range.
That's a fantastic feed right there. Kicking it out for the good look. Plays like this really help team chemistry.
Here's Cannon. Takes the three. Buries the long-range jumper.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, a earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. The three. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Parker. And the dunk by Parker.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
In the corner, Cannon with it. The ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
.115 left in the first quarter of the game. Out to the right wing. Back to Sadaransky. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Now, here's Sadaransky. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Cannon can't hit.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
There's the three. He can't get that one to fall. For three. Sadaransky grabs the miss. Misses the jumper. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. They lead by 3. And the second quarter about to get... And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
He takes it in. Just 5 on the clock. Right wing, knocked away. And that's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession on Wednesday and then on Friday.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You got to contest the shot better than that.
Fires from the corner. Tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Anderson passes to Fall. Here's Laprovitola. They set the pick. Lets it go from deep. Here's Fall. It's blocked.
It'll be a turnover. Away team ball.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. This one for 3. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Well, that's basically a warm-up 3 for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attempt.
Here's Abrinas, and he banks in the layup. Abrinas has got 5 points now in the quarter.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And he hits it to tie the game up.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And here is Vesely. He has yet to score. Pass to Laprovitola. Anderson outside. Here's Fall. To the right side. Takes a 3. Tries again. And he sinks the layup.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
From deep. He's off on that one. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
They set the screen. Offensive rebound. Back to Teodosic. Kalinic. And he's good on the three ball.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Abrinas the pass to fall. With some arc, here's Laprovitola.
2 minutes remaining.
Off target from outside. There's 1:54 left in the second quarter. Dos Santos. Offensive rebound. Bollenboy passes to Teodosic. To the left wing. There's the triple. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He has 6.
And not hard to see why they're on the bad end of this run. Just not doing the job on that defensive backboard.
Rovitola passes to Vesely. A 17-foot shot on the way. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
Yeah, there's not much else the defender can do there.
59 seconds left now here in the second. Pass to fall. Here's Abrinas. 5 points in the game. Sinks the triple.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth. Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Fires, high post. Laprovitola, no good.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Here's Anderson, and finished off by Anderson.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Kalinic. It's deflected. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one.
Your home team
Leading by just 2. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Thanks for being. Let's talk about our winner from the Western Conference.
Oh, he does a lot for this team. Controls the pace, keeps everyone involved, and then he can score. They're clicking from outside. Hard cuts to the ball, and a few bone-jarring screens. Man, they have a high quality of looks.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. They've got Metu. He's out there with Parker. Hernan Gomez out there with Satoransky. Hernan Gomez a screen. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy. 10 points for him.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Fires from deep. Rebound by Parker. Parker's got his 4th rebound in this one. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Parker's got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
To the middle, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Tight game here in Cleveland. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. It's good from long range.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances. Really using his head.
From past the arc. Connects from three-point range.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
And it's Parker in the corner. Pass to Medu. And finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Cannon looking over the floor. And a miss there on the triple.
Away team foul. Cannon. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Satoransky. He has 6.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Medu. Six to shoot. The tray. That one does not go. It puts him at 5 for 9 from the field. Cannon from long range. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Cannon's got 6.
Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Here he goes, and he dunks it down.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. Hernan Gomez kicks to Parker. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. With a tie, and he comes up with the deuce. He has 7.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Here's Medu, and that one is stuffed right through.
Oh my. I mean, that nearly brought the backboard down with that slam.
Well, don't you think, Ray, that's always a possibility when he's the one to finish?
No doubt.
Well, that's what poor defense will get you. They deserve to get dunked on there. Well, that's now his 3rd triple of the game. First here in this second half.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Hernan Gomez. Pass to Satoransky to the wing right side. Second chance shot. Shot's good by Hernan Gomez. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. Up by 1. And we're coming right back. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Fall, and it's Vitola in at the point. A nice shot by Vesely.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Down low, here's Bowling Boy. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Well, you wonder why we're seeing so many points tonight. Just look at the D.
Not a lot of resistance, and trying to just outscore other teams, generally not the best recipe for long-term success.
The shot's good from Vitola.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Dos Santos. Another shot. Kalinic. And the three ball is good.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Vesely kicks to Anderson. Here's Vitola, and he converts the layup. Vitola's got 5 points now this quarter.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Pass to Bowling Boy. Here's Nedovic. He's covered by Anderson. Dos Santos. And that one ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And it's good, 2 points. Here's Fall. Here's Aprinas.
Awaiting ball. Substitution on the court.
Here's Cannon. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Fires for three. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. Herman Gomez has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Herman Gomez a screen. Pass to Medu. Oh, good with the triple.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
It's good. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Satoransky in the corner. Tipped away. And they're running beyond the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
3 points.
23 points in the game.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And that one's good. Parker.
And the crowd is loving this long-range bomb attack that we're seeing here tonight, coming right back to answer a three with one of their own.
There's a good screen. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Now, here's Satoransky. He's guarded closely. The shot's good. .10 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Cannon. The three. Gets the three to fall.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's the three. He can't hit that time. no room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
We've got 33 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Launches from deep. No good that time.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
From deep three-point territory. That's good. And so the road team gets the W in this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up with two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And that's the story of the league right now. Most any team can beat any other team on any given night.
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Outside, Brown. Down low. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Pass to Metu. Clock at 6. Now Parker. And Parker throws it down.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Here's Bonga. And it's all from three-point range. Defended by Jones. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. The three is up. Can't get it to go, making him 0 for 2. Here's Bonga, covered by Satoransky. Back to Jones. Right wing. Sinks it from distance. He's got 5.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
The three ball connects from downtown.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Jones has got 6.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
He takes it in. Kicks it out to Parker. Pass to Metu. Back to Satoransky. Counted from distance.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Jones, the pass to Bonga. Oh, powered down with both hands.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Brown against Parker. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
NBA, that is just not fair. I mean, I had a feeling he was going to bust out the dunk. He loves the big finish.
Man, the fans love him. When he has space to operate, they just know he's going to do something special.
And given his ability, someone needed to rotate to try and contest that.
Count the basket.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
We've got 1:08 left in the opening quarter. From behind the arc, and the three-pointer goes. He's got 6.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Pass to Bonga. .44 seconds left in the first quarter here. Puts up a 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
3 shots.
And he sinks the second. And he nails the third.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Here's Metu. Still without a bucket. Satoransky outside. There's a screen by Metu. Shot's good by Satoransky.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
20 seconds left now in the first quarter. Here's Bonga. A good-looking shot from the wing. Bonga's got 7 points.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
Jones grabs the board.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And finished off by Anderson.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
We've got Washington, and it's Jones in at the center position. Here's Fall. For 3. Drills it from deep.
The three-pointer becomes a very high percentage shot when he's that wide open. You better get a hand in his face.
Here's Bonga from outside the arc. And that makes it 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
To the paint. Takes the 3. Outside, Anderson. No good from outside. Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. The 3 is up. Pass to Bonga. Launches a 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Bonga's got 6 here in the quarter.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Washington outside. Pass to Bonga. Back to Washington. Picked by Pokashevsky. And it's Washington missing. Anderson with it. Working on Pokashevsky. Out to the right wing. They set a pick. From downtown. It's hauled in by Pokashevsky. Here's Bonga. Anderson covers. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Launches it. Gets the three to fall.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, in today's high-scoring NBA, every position has to be a threat. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, "We're getting away from the point guards who are just floor generals. It's passing and scoring that you're starting to see. And your level of scoring allows you to be a better playmaker. Teams have to respect that."
No doubt, Allie. Thank you.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Knocks down the long J. 6 points for him.
But you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
To the left side wing. Here's Bonga. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got 4 rebounds now. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Here's Bonga. 13 points in the game. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. That shot is off.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Anderson can't get it to go. Anderson's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Such a wide open look.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
He's guarded by Washington. Here's Jones. Rips down the breakaway slam.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And so that's the end of the first half. They lead by 13. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action.
You hear that?
Yeah.
That's the sound of the offense. They were absolutely humped.
All right, and now that we are in the later stages of the season, here's how the standings are looking in the East. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We've got Willie Hernan-Gomez, and it's Parker in at the 3, small forward. And there's the turnover. Pass goes out of bounds.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Here's Jones. This is the most they've led, 13 points. This one for 3. No luck on that one.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Chemezi Metu out there with Willie Hernan Gomez. And it's Parker in at the 3 spot.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the 3 in transition.
Outside Jones. Brown inside, covered by Satoransky. Lets it go from deep. Sends it home from three-point land.
3 points.
12 points for him.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Second half getting started. About a minute played. Three-pointer, no good. Takes it inside. That one's good for 2.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Cashes in the first attempt of the game.
2 points.
Jones with the ball. He's got 6. Here's Lundberg. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Up top, Satoransky, defended by Jones. Here's the 3. Jones grabs the board.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
It's Brown on the wing. Parker defending. Pass to Jones. 5 on the clock. Back to Brown. There's the 3. He can't get that one to fall. Lets it fly. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. Give him 8 points now. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Jones from outside. Hits the trifecta.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
To the middle. Here's Hernan Gomez. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Hernan Gomez has gotten 4 this quarter. Now here's Jones. Covered by Satoransky. Pass to Lundberg. Spins. There's the drive. Converts after the nice spin. Lundberg's got 6.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Now here's Satoransky. Give him 8 points now. That one goes in.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot, but right now this guy is cooking.
There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter here.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And here's Hernan Gomez. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Takes a 3. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
34 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. It's stolen. Here's Parker. Pass to Hernan Gomez. He buries it from 3. He's got 16.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Here's Lundberg. 6 points for him. The teardrop falls off target. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. up 11. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The visitors with the ball. On the wing, Jones. Beyond the arc. And no good. Here's Vesely. And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Substitution on the court.
He's guarded by Washington. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Here in the second half, their offense has been strong. Great ball movement, really working well for clean looks.
Here's Bonga. Off target from outside. Here's Vesely. Pass to Fall. And there's the slam to finish it off.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Oh, got that one up quick.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Right side, Jones. Pass to Bonga. Jones sets a screen. Wide open look. Anderson pulls it down.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
Here's Vesely. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Parker defending. Banked it in off the glass.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Ooh, poked away. It's stolen by Washington. And that one good.
And that was a case of great anticipation skills on defense, sparking the transition game.
And that's exactly how you get yourself into transition. The gamble pays off.
Cuts off the pass. Now Pokashevsky. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Clock at 4. Hernan Gomez with a rebound.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
That three's off the mark. And they're running. Hits a three-pointer.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
To end the run. Counted. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Out left to the wing. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
When you see the score and how much time is left, you realize this game is just about over.
Well, you have to appreciate the hard work that went into building this lead. They have been terrific all night.
Fires the three. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. long range from the inbound. Jones grabs the board. 46 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Six on the shot clock. Fires away from way outside. They get the rebound. Parker defending. Fires from way outside.
That is
wow! Are you kidding me?
Wow.
unreal!
And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
So it's a victory for the road team in this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It wasn't...
To what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sideline. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Jones, and it's Davies in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Bonga. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake. A three-pointer is right on target.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Here's Bonga. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Here's Cannon. Sweet move. Davies grabs the miss.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
To the wing on the left, from outside the arc. Cannon with the rebound.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Lets the three fly. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. And Jones has it in the corner. Lets it go from the wing. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Launches it. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
There's the pick. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
To end the run. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Bonga gets the bucket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Bonga's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land. Fires the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
The wheel come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Jones. Three-pointer. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Cannon from long range. A shot that time, not on target.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Brown the pass to Bonga. Back to Brown. No good on the triple. Over to the left wing. Cannon from long range. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
There's Brown with the 3. Cannon with the rebound. .106 left in the first quarter. They set the pick. Just 5 to shoot. Knocks down the 3 ball. Cannon's got his second bucket tonight.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Brown with it. Still scoring. scoreless. Driving to the basket. Cans the shot from the wing. 35 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Cannon. He's got 6. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Fires from way outside. And Jones pulls it down.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Here's Davies. Puts up a 3. He can't get that one. There's Cannon with the 3, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. First quarter wrapping up here, and Clark, it's a tie ball game. And we'll be back shortly for the start. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out the gate.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
They've got Pokusevski. He's out there with Jones. And it's Washington in at the 1. 5 to shoot. There's the pick. Here's Jones.
Nice finish.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Here's Nedovic. Cranes the three-pointer. Nedovic has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Three-pointer. Washington, that's good. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Kalinic, defended by Pokusevski. Bangs home the trifecta.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. He was all alone on that one.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Teodosic, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Pokusevski from outside off the mark. Here's Teodosic. He's covered by Washington. Dos Santos off target from three-point range.
Home team foul. Kalinic. First personal foul. First team foul.
A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. Pass to Lundberg. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in. Lundberg's got his first 2 points.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Screen by Jones. Shoots the 3. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Out to the right wing. Here's Teodosic. Scoreless thus far. Lets it fly.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Missed the chippy right there.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Drills it from outside.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Kalinic. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
1:03 left to play here in the half. Pass to Pakusevsky. Lets it go with the 3. Rebounded by Boy. Kalinic, defended by Jones. Kalinic gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 11.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Here's Lundberg. He's got 8. Into the lane. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Picked away. Here's the break. Here's Lundberg from downtown. Good on the triple. Lundberg's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
He is in a zone right now. Every 3 he puts up seems to be going down.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Leading by 10. Time now for the halftime break. With the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Come one.
You take a look at the visitors. You really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big changes, and then you have subtle changes.
And now how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the visiting team. And that concludes.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And here's Jones. Fires the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. We've got Brown, and it's Jones in at the point guard. So starting the second half, here's who Phil Jackson has on the floor.
Proving once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
Jacks up a 3. Not going to go that time. Pass to Cannon. There's the screen. Lets the 3 fly. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Hits the 3-point foul. Davies has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Got that one to go. Okay, now 1 for 4 to start the second half.
He's covered by Brown. The 3 ball. Drills the 3-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
There's the triple. He doesn't hit that one.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Here's Cannon, defended by Jones. Clock at 6. Shoots. And rebounded by Davies. Davies has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Brown deciding where to go with it. Pass to Davies. Outside, Jones. Here's Bunga. And the 3 off target. He's covered by Brown. Just 3-pointers off the mark.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Cannon. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Cannon's got 11. 1:57 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. There's the drive. It's blocked. And so out of bounds it goes. And they retain possession. Here's Bunga. The shot's good. Brown making the play. 8 points for him. Bunga's gotten 3 of his 5 shots to go here. 3rd quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Ring shot on the way. The shot comes out.
That is not a bad decision to pull from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
From downtown, sinks the 3-pointer.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Spins. Outside, Jones. Pass to Bunga. From past the arc. And no good that time.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Jones. With the drive. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Jones has got his 2nd basket of the night. Jones has gone 2 of 3 from the field. We've got 33 seconds left in the 3rd. And it's blocked. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
Stolen. Puts up a deep 3. That shot off. The 3. Pass to Cannon. Shoots over Washington. Offensive rebound. He knocks it down, but wait a minute.
2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
Fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the 4th.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
And as we finish the 3rd quarter, it's still close, both teams. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Shot clock at 6. They set the pick. Kalinic. He nails it, and we're tied up.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's rolling around the perimeter ready to fire.
Bokushevsky is out there with Jones. Then there's Washington. And it's Lundberg in at the 2. Dos Santos. He's covered by Washington. Count that one. 1 minute now into this 4th quarter. Here's Lundberg. Launches it. Jones, the pass to Pokusevsky. three-pointer, no good.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Kalinic. A miss that time. Would have put him up. For three. One-bird shot's good.
And don't be surprised if we see a lot more of that to come. I mean, when he gets going like this, it is not easy to slow him down.
No one covering.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And they come right back with their own three-point.
3 points.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Took him no time at all on that one. He's got 19. Beyond the arc. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Dos Santos. He's covered by Washington. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Pass to Lundberg. The tray. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now, Pokuševski. Screen by Jones. Pokuševski with the bucket. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Dos Santos. And a great assist by Teodosic as that one goes in.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Here's Lundberg. Kalinic. No good from outside.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Screen by Jones. Pass to Lundberg. 6 on the shot clock. That three off the mark.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game because this one looks a bit out of reach.
No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Fires from way outside. Jones, the pass to Pokuševski. From deep three-point territory. Rebounded by Bowling Boy. And so the road team gets the W in this one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
Welcome and thanks for joining 2K Sports for a Friday night full of NBA action. Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Chimezie Metu, and it's Satoransky in at the 2. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Fires for 3. Pure from three-point range.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. There's the triple. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Got a piece of it. First quarter of play, a minute in. Covered by Satoransky. Lets the three fly. Drops in the three. 6 points for him.
Yeah, but D's got to be better. I mean, that's a high-quality look for him.
Metu, pass to Satoransky. Parker outside. And Parker throws it down.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
4-3. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. And Parker throws it down.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. To the inside. Fires the three. Drains the triple.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
From deep. From the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter and bang, just keeps it out.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Satoransky goes in. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Covered by Satoransky. Second chance effort. Can't get it to fall.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
A minute 39 left to play in the first. Three-pointer. The shot that time not on target. Jacks up a three. That one misses. He's 1 for 3.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Metu. The layup off target.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
Satoransky.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the first. And the layup falls. Give him 8.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Lots of room. And that one drops.
That was a prayer. All luck getting that one to go.
Parker inside. Back to Metu. Inside. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Satoransky with it. Fires from deep. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. That's the 3-ball to go.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
There's 10 seconds left in the first. With 4 on the clock. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
And so, lock. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
The 3 doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Home team foul. Dos Santos. First personal foul. First team foul.
And there's a pick. To the paint. Oh, they pick off the pass.
If you could stay active on defense, good things usually happen. Right there, quick hands helped alter what would have been a sure 2 there.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. Shot clock at 6. Let's go with a 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. They set the pick. Here's Nedovic. The 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Can't hit from in close. It in with a nice touch off the window.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Vesely. To the wing on the left. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Good. Vesely. The 3-ball. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2. It's Anderson on the wing. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Anderson at the line for 2.
And he's good on the second. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
They set the screen. Here's Nedovic. Launches it. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. Here's Vesely. Jams it home with authority.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Oh, he picked him clean. Pass to Anderson. And that one goes is in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one. Here's Nedovic. Shot to stop the run, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You've got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Here's Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation. Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Fires from deep. Nails it from 3. He has 6.
Now shooting the 3 ball at almost 60%. They've been blazing this second quarter.
And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Here's Nedovic. He's got 6. Puts up a 3. On target from range.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
It's Anderson on the wing. Tipped. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
4 seconds left. Here's Hernan Gomez. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. They lead by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Swerving off topic for a moment, I need you guys to weigh in on this. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh, man, it's a hot...
You'll see teams attempt to space the floor, but these guys really do it. They've got great shooters who take great shots.
And a few times, even when...
That does it for halftime. Let's get back.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. The visitors with the ball. Here's Parker, and Parker throws it down.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
We've got Willie Hernan Gomez, and it's Parker in at the 4-man position. Now here's Hernan Gomez. The D's right on him. Takes the 3. Parker, and that's good. Parker's got 9.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Fires the 3. Back to Hernan Gomez. From outside the arc. Shot's no good. Made 4, he's missed 4 now. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Fires in the triple. 11 points in the game.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
And he drives in. Kicks it out to Parker. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Parker outside. 4 on the clock. Satoransky outside. Metu, pass to Satoransky. Kicks it out to Parker. Missed it, even after all of those chances.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
Fires for 3. And Metu pulls it down.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Satoransky. Parker inside. And down it goes. 2 points. Parker's got 7 points for the quarter.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again. The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
With the drive, and Parker throws it down.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Covered by Sadaransky. Buries it from 3.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Metu. Now Parker. And Parker throws it down.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, VA.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Covered by Sadaransky. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Here's Parker. That won't go. Making him 7 for 10 now. It's a one-on-one situation for the lead. And Metu pulls it down. No good on the 3.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
50 seconds left in the third quarter. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
The 3, and that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Covered by Sadaransky. Going inside. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Off with the layup. That's the end of the third, and it's tied up. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And he gets the bucket.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Down low. Basket's good.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
To the left wing. The 3 is up. Knocks down the triple.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Anderson covers. Here's the 3. Sinks the tray.
In In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. To the right side. 4-3. He drops it from range.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
So it's the home team now. It's a one-point game. And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Nedovic, covered by Satoransky. Yep, count it.
He's got a big speed advantage in that matchup. Could be a blow-by every single time.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Out to the wing. Parker outside. He's now 8 for 11 after that made shot.
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
While taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Yeah, there was a lack of intensity in the first half, but these teams have now turned it up.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
From downtown, knocks it down from distance.
And neither side right now giving an inch. We'll see who cracks first.
To the wing, right side. Bullseye!
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now here's Satoransky. He's closely guarded. Pass to Metu. Parker outside. 6 to shoot. And Parker throws it down.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Plenty of daylight on that shot. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Back to Satoransky. Lets it go from deep. That shot off the mark.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Parker defending. Three-pointer off the mark.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall. There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Money from deep.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Fires away from way outside. And the miss. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. This one was in the balance right into...
Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. We're all dressed up and ready to go. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Parker, Hernan Gomez out there with Medu, and Zadaransky in at the two-guard spot. Off target with his three. And here's the fast break. Here's Davies. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the three in transition.
Here's Zadaransky. And that one, good. Now here's Jones. Pass to Bonga. Parker with the steal. Fast break, here they come. Takes a three. Drops in the tray.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
From deep three-point territory, an absolute bomb from three-point range.
Once he crosses half court, you need to stay awake because he can drop it from deep.
Defended by Jones. Hernan Gomez in the corner. Brown against Parker. Shot clock at 5. Misses the layup.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's Bonga. And it's off from three-point range. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Defended by Jones. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. Bonga deciding where to go with it. The three. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Bonga's gone 1 of 2 shooting from 3. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. It's hauled in by Brown.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Here's Davies. And the three ball is good. Davies has got 6 points.
They have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Pass to Medu. Drives to the hoop. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
1:33 left in the first. Satoransky, his shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. Brown with it, still without a basket. Jones kicks to Brown. Pass to Davies. Brown with a screen on Satoransky. Davies misses. Parker with it, picked up by Brown. Here's Satoransky. There's the screen from outside the arc. Connects from three-point range.
3 points.
He's got 5. Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Fires the 3. Drills it from outside.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
And Jones pulls it down.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Pass to Bonga. Lets it go from deep. Oh, good on that one. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Up 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start. And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Jones is out there with Pokuševski. Then there's Washington. And it's Lundberg in at the shooting guard. They've got Fall, and it's Lapro Vitola in at the point. Lundberg tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pokuševski is out there with Jones. Then there's Washington. And it's Lundberg in at the 2 guard. Here's Laprovitola, defended by Jones. Let's go. Kept alive. Vesely kicks to Abrinas. Buries it from three-point range. Abrinas has got 6.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
They've got Anderson, and it's Vesely in at the 4. Pass to Pokuševski. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Now, here's Washington. He's tightly guarded. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. It's good from long range.
That is his shot, guys. So you can't just give it to him. You've got to get up on him and get into his airspace there.
Here's Laprovitola. He's covered by Washington. Anderson inside, and it's Abrinas in the corner. 3-pointer. Good on the 3-point shot. 9 points in the game so far.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Screen by Jones. Here's Lundberg. Pass to Pakusevsky. Now, here's Washington. Defense right on him. A second chance effort. Driving the lane. Lundberg shot's good.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Here's Laprovitola. He's covered by Washington. Out left to the wing. Abrinas the pass to Laprovitola. Back to Abrinas. This one for three. A rebound by Washington. One-on-one fast break. Unloads. Here's Lundberg. Pass to Washington. Drills the three-pointer. Washington's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Over to the wing. 1:32 left in the first half. Here's Laprovitola. Still yet to score. Anderson the screen. Here's Abrinas. Misses the three.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit. When you look at it, I think he rushed that three a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
Here's Lundberg. Pulls it from 20. Good as the jump shot falls. Lundberg's got 4 points now in the quarter. Here's Anderson, and Anderson slams it in.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Screen by Jones. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Hernan Gomez. And here is Parker. To the right side. Money from the wing. He has 7. There's 10 seconds left here in the second. Bounce pass Washington. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And so we wrap up the first half. Up by 7. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
27. Make some noise and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
Welcome to halftime. And
they've been shot out of the gym. Even when they do extend their defense, it doesn't matter. I don't know what.
okay, fellas. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. They've got Jones, and it's Brown, and it's small forward. And that's the group for Phil Jackson as we begin the second half. Parker outside. 5 on the clock. Sadaransky finds Parker from the arc. Bunga pulls it in.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Here's Hernan Gomez. Sadaransky, the pass to Medu. Parker outside. inside, and it's blocked. Here's Davies. 6 points for him. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Jones, the pass to Bonga. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Bonga's gone just 1 of 4 from deep. Parker against Brown. Launches a 3. Here's the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Satoransky's got 7 points in the game.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
There's a good screen. And the basket by Jones.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Here's Parker. Bonga pulls it in. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Pass to Davies. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
No good on the 3.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
2 minutes.
Pass to Brown. 1:53 left in the third quarter. And finished off by Brown.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Here's Parker, and the dunk by Parker.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
To the inside. Bonga pulls it in. Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Bonga. Stolen by Satoransky. 46 seconds left to play in the third. And the dunk by Parker.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Brown with the screen on Parker. 6 to shoot. Brown outside. Wide open look. Good on the shot.
That is how you use the shot fake, folks.
Jones against Satoransky. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Fires from deep. Hits the three-point bomb. 15 points in the game.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Up by 10. And right after this, we'll... And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. They've got Fall, and it's Anderson into the small forward position. Pokusevski. They set the pick. Driving inside. For the three. Rebound by Vesely. Here's Abrinas. Provitola passes to Abrinas. The three-pointer off the mark.
Provitola. First personal foul. First team foul.
And here is Washington.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
How about the reaction time on that pass? Quick. And what good work there to get in the way of it. Now, that could be a major moment in this game. Just when we thought this contest might be over, a steal, a fast break, and it's hold everything time.
Here's Lundberg. Jones kicks to Washington. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Here's Abrinas. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Lundberg, defended by Anderson. And he drives in. Pulls up on the wing. They get it back. Back to Pokusevski. Nailed from three-point land.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Abrinas, the pass to Provitola. There's the three. Vesely kicks to Abrinas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. A rebound by Washington.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Pokusevski. Back to Washington. To the left side wing. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Now, here's Vesely. They need this. Oh, my! Wow!
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Pass to Washington. 1:39 left in the fourth quarter. A three-pointer is right on target.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Parker outside. A rebound by Washington. Parker's gone 3 for 8 tonight from the field. Washington against Satoransky. Clark, the NBA has seen some iconic personal rivalries over the years. And I'm sure you remember most of them.
Yeah, I do, even those that I wasn't part of as a young basketball player growing up in Cleveland watching. But I read a lot about them, Wilt and Bill Russell, the Celtics and the Lakers and all of those great teams. Obviously, high school graduate of 1979, the Bird and Magic rivalry, easy answer for anybody around my age. And then you think about Isaiah Thomas, who was in my high school class, and then Michael Jordan. Those Pistons-Bulls rivalries were pretty intense and must-watch TV. So there have been a lot over the years.
just 4 to shoot. From deep three-point land, that one misses. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. So they get the victory here at home. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Takes the three. It's hauled in by Brock. Bonga deciding where to go with it. From deep. The shot, no good. Stolen. And they're moving it up. Nails the open triple off the fast break.
You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Sinks the triple.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there. for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Now here's Brown, and such a nice move to make the basket work.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
There's a screen. There's Cannon with the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Shoots the 3. The shot off that time. To the paint. From the wing. It's stolen by Brown. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. Had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't sink the 3. There's Cannon with the 3. Davies grabs the miss. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Cans it from downtown. Brown's got 5 points so far.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Lets it go with the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Pass to Davies. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Puts up a 3. Bonga pulls it in. Outside, Jones. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 6.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Here's Cannon. Will it go? Buries the long-range jumper.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Brown. He has 5. The shot. Good on the jump shot.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
55 seconds left here in the first quarter. Fires for 3. Hits it from three-point range.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
The screen from Brown. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. One-on-one fast break. Offline with his 3. And they're on the break. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
The first one falls.
At the line for your home team, Bonga, taking 3 shots.
And he sinks the second. And he makes all 3.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Kolinic. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. 16 seconds left in the first quarter. Now, here's Washington. Guarded closer. Okrzyjewski with the ball. That will count. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. They're up by 8. And the second. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
They've got Pokuševski. He's out there with Jones. And it's Washington in at the point guard position. From the arc. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
Kalinic. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. 5 points in the game.
When the defense totally lost track of him, he punishes them with a three-pointer. That's a bad decision.
Bonga, the pass to Washington. Here's Bonga. Shot clock at 5. Drains the three-pointer. Bonga's got 9 points.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the three at almost 60% for the game.
And Nedovic kicks to Teodosic. Pass to Nedovic. Kalinic. Defended by Pokuševski. Kalinic. Bonga pulls it in.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
From outside the arc, his shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important. Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Now, here's Washington. Defense is right there. Fires from deep. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Dos Santos from outside off the mark. Pushing it up. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. He's got 8.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Now, Washington hasn't made one yet. Screen by Jones. Right wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
5 to shoot. From past the arc. No good. His first miss after 3 makes. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, we are seeing a new generation taking over the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver says stars can be created much quicker these days. Sports is a meritocracy and talent gets rewarded. With a social media community in the billions for basketball and a global market for talent, new and different stars end up emerging. Kevin?
Which is always good for the game. Great to see. And David, a great report again from you. Thank you. Pass to Teodosic. Lets the 3 fly. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Here's Pokuševski. Launches a 3. To the wing right side. Bangs home the trifecta.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
3-pointer. Good on the triple.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Pokuševski. No scoring in this one. From downtown, that's in. Coming off an assist from Jones.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Dos Santos, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. 8 points for him.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Now, here's Washington. D right on him. Pokuševski in the corner. Pull-up jumper. That one's not going to go. And we've reached halftime in this one. They lead by 8. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Hello, folks. The first half is in the books, and we've got a lead on the...
Offense is clicking right now. They're playing high-quality ball, selfless. I'm surprised they're not up by more.
That being said.
And right now, let's see who's jostling for Rookie of the Year. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. We've got Brown, and it's Davies in at the center, filling out the middle. And that's the group for Phil Jackson as we begin the second half. Yes, that goes in. And here's Jones. Out to the right wing. Here's Lundberg. From deep. Buries the long-range jumper. Lundberg's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Nailed from three-point land. Jones looking for an opening. And a minute played as the second half gets going. On the wing, Brown.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Jones. Here's Lundberg. They set the pick. Lets it go. Nails the wide open jump shot. Lundberg's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Buries it from three-point range.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3, terrific play calling, everything clicking out of the gates here.
Jones with the bounce pass. Picked him clean. And here we go. Pulls up for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
3 points.
He's got 9.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
From deep three-point land, the long distance 3 is buried.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
Here's Cannon. Out to the right wing.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. To the right side. Shot clock at 6. Beyond the arc. A shot by Lundberg. No good. In the corner, Cannon with it. Stolen away. Here's the break. Here's Davies.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Top of the key jumper, no good. There's the pick. The tray. They grab their own miss. Pass to Cannon. Launches it. And Jones pulls it down. Cannon's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Lundberg. Here's Davies. Second shot opportunity. The shot misses.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
There's Cannon with the three. Doesn't go for him.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Fires away from outside. No good. Shot missing. Misses and the dry spell continues. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Here's Davies. Drains the three-pointer. Davies has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Cannon from long range. That shot misses. Cannon's gone just 1 of 5 from the field. Outside, Jones. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
The ball goes to the away team. Substitution on the court.
9 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Teodosic. Count that one. Teodosic has got 5 points so far.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a... While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Lets it go with the three. Unable to get that one.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Brown finds Jones. Here's Bonga. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
And that one is good.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Here's Bonga. Lets it go from deep. And the three ball is good. Bonga's got 6 points in the quarter.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Hits it from three-point range.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And he makes that one.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Dos Santos, defended by Jones. Pass to Teodosic. To the wing right side. Out to the wing. Clock at 6. Takes a three. Davies grabs the miss. Davies has got his 4th rebound in this one. The three. Drills it from outside.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Here's Nedovic. Here's Teodosic. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
The kick out to Brown. Takes the three. They get the rebound. Pass to Jones. Just 5 on the clock. This one for 3. And here is Brown. There's the three. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
For 3, Davies grabs the miss. Davies has got his 6th rebound on the night. 1:31 left in the 4th quarter.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
On defense, the visitors. A 12-point game. Fires from way outside. The shot will not fall.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
And funny thing is, if that doesn't get you benched, I have no idea what would.
1:03 left in the 4th. From deep 3-point territory. And unable to corral the miss, and it goes on a play.
Substitution on the court.
Bangs home the trifecta. There's 38 seconds left in the game. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Puts up a deep 3 from beyond the arc and then some. The visitors with the ball, down by 12. Here's Cannon. Just 5 to shoot. And so they get the victory here at home. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home. So